Hi, this is my first year on the jury, and it's been an absolute delight. And it's my real delight and pleasure to introduce the winner for youth and children's fiction, Anne Dublin, who is both a fellow writer and a friend. Anne's book tells a story that I think until now has been untold. She's done amazing research to tell the story, to find the facts. I'm going to let her talk about the book. I just want to say that this is a book that's a terrific read, not just for youth and for children, but for all ages. So please enjoy it. And I would like to welcome Anne and present her with this award. Are we supposed to? Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. Before I begin my little speech, I'd like to say a few words. It's a pleasure to be here, actually for the second time, but to be here with my fellow writers, honorees, and book lovers all. I must and I want to say a few thank yous to the jury members, to the chair, Edward Trapunski, for creating and sustaining these significant awards, to the generous sponsors of the Canadian Jewish Literary Awards, to Margie Wolf, where are you, Margie, who just zoomed in from Frankfurt with jet lag, but she's here. Margie Wolf is my publisher at Second Story Press. I thank you, Margie, for your courage, your idealism, your grit, and your imagination. And thank you for all the warm hugs you've given me over the years. To me, every book is a collaboration. I would also like to thank the wonderful creative team at Second Story Press, and especially my editor, Carolyn Jackson. In her acceptance speech for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993, Toni Morrison said, "Words have the capacity to liberate, empower, imagine, and heal." In my writing, I try to tell stories that haven't been told before, stories where people are faced with enormous obstacles they must overcome. What strategies do they use? Do they use positive ones like courage, ingenuity, and perseverance? Or do they use negative ones like bribery, violence, and treachery? And afterwards, how do they heal? As I said in my author's note to A Cage Without Bars, this story was a painful one to write and research. The process often brought me close to tears. This book is also a painful one to read. There's no way around this, nor should there be. I wrote A Cage Without Bars to bring to light one of the most horrific events in Jewish history. Now, when the Jews were expelled from Spain in the year 1492, many of them, thousands of them, decided to make the trek overland to Portugal. I'm going to read a short excerpt from the beginning of the book. Joseph is 12 years old. His family has decided to make their way to Portugal. Our bags were packed, the donkey loaded. Father locked the door to the house where our family had lived for generations. He stared at the key, sighed deeply, and put it in his pocket. Then he took a chisel and pried the mezuzah off the doorpost. Only its hollowed outline remained there. I shivered, for it seemed like a phantom of our family that had lived in this house for so long. Father kissed the mezuzah. He held it in the palm of his hand and stared at it. He beckoned for me to come closer. He had a strange look on his face. "Joseph, you will soon be of bar mitzvah age." He sighed and his shoulders slumped. I don't know what will await us in faraway Portugal. Maybe good, maybe bad. He held the mezuzah out to me. The olive wood, worn down by thousands of touches, glowed a warm brown. Take this mezuzah, guard it. Maybe it will protect you and give you good luck. Father fingered the tiny piece of parchment inside the case. My son, always remember the words, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you today shall be upon your heart." My hand trembled as I grasped the mezuzah and put it into my pocket. For the rest of our journey, every time I held the mezuzah, I felt its weight and its warmth. It was as if the words were indeed carved into my heart. I try not to gloss over the complexity of human emotions, but because I write for young people, I also try to offer at least a small measure of hope. One of our tasks as citizens of the 21st century is to learn from the past. I hope this novel will, at least in small part, add to our knowledge, our understanding, and our compassion. Thank you.